So in this video, I will be teaching you the general perk knowledge to put on your gear for PvE. Realize that these are just the metas. So the most common builds. There is tank and non-tank zero gear, or you might know it as offensive and defensive gear. For tank/defensive, the general knowledge is HP up or damage reduction, untouchable, and fortress. For non-tank/offensive zero gear, it is HP up or damage reduction, untouchable, and glass. For farming zero gear, so there is a farming armor that players use, though this is way less common, it is still good to know. The armor consists of bonus gold, bonus walk speed, and master thief. So there is something I don't know the name of it, but basically I'm going to call it fast dungeon clear armor. I got the recommendation from a couple of players, so if you want to know a good guide for fast dungeon clear, go max master thief for armor with bonus walk speed and untouchable. It was either untouchable or bonus alt charge. Zero weapons general knowledge. Use crit stack, attack up, life drain, boss the boss, and mob. For classes with one weapon, it's normally is attack up, crit stack, and mob, or attack up, crit stack, and mob. And then when it's two weapons, normally one weapon has attack up, crit stack, mob, and the other one has attack up, life drain, mob. Not always. The most popular combos are, when I say popular this time, I mean the ones that players recommended to me when I asked what are the best perks to put on my gear. Not just the popular, I see them a lot ones. For the armor. For glass, the most popular combos are HP up, untouchable, and glass, or damage reduction, untouchable, and glass. For fortress players, it's HP up, untouchable, and fortress, and then the other one is damage reduction, untouchable, and fortress. For the weapons, it's attack up, crit stack, mob, and attack, life drain, mob. Some of the popular combos that players didn't recommend to use over the popular ones, but some did, just the majority didn't, were for the armor, damage reduction, HP up, and glass. As you can see, for the armor, rough skin and bonus alt charge sometimes switch in for the others, so just be aware of that. For the weapon, alt charge also switch in, though what I will mention to this is a lot of players didn't recommend to put alt charge on your gear. Rough skin was more of a preference than anything else, though most players recommended damage reduction or HP up over. This was created 5 months ago, so I don't know if they changed their opinion. Though they're wearing the armor the last time I inspected them. But basically, Yuki made this video called creating basically the most offensive armor. These are the perks. No one actually recommended me to use over the popular ones I already talked about, but I wanted to come to your own conclusion. So if you think this is the most offensive armor, use it. For the classes that have two weapons, some players also use crit stack instead of life drain in this combo, and I'll put on the screen why. So yes, other perks do switch in and out from the popular combos that I have mentioned that were suggested most to me. But I want you to come to your own thoughts, so I will show a whole bunch of the screen. The thing I'm going to end this on is if it's not for PvP, put a legendary perk on your armor or weapon. Yeah. Something to be aware of is that only one perk is active at a time, and if you have seen any of these videos, you can see that they switch perks when they go to the boss. Some short tips for players. Don't fuse without the desired perk. Unfallen Hero, who is a member of Vengeance, said you can use diff perks if you have a particular build you're trying to make, but no one really takes this game serious enough to perform quote-unquote roles, it because of lack of necessity, or basically it's just too easy lol. So this is what Yuki said. Life drain should be on your mob weapon unless demon or archer, and crit on your mob. And they said, every weapon should have attack up. It increases your weapon attack power by 8% and adds the percent attack power. 13,000 less attack power without the perk being applied. Me/others have said words similar to this as well. Depending on your class, the perks might change, and it also depends on your playstyle and personal preference, so just keep that in mind. Thanks for watching. Thank you to everyone who helped me make this build perk guide by answering my questions. This is technically a perk guide series for World 0. The previous videos and the next video, which is the perk guide for all of the classes, will be on the screen, so click on them to watch.